The 5090 is shaping up to be something truly legendary. If you thought the 40 series was impressive, get ready for this. The 5090 and its little siblings are about to redefine what we thought was possible in graphics. Let's start with the big boss, the 5090. This thing is packing 32 gigabytes of GDDR7 memory, faster than anything AMD could dream up. Combine that with 21,760 CUDA cores and a 512-bit memory bus, and you've got a card that's not just a gaming GPU, it's a beast of a machine that could probably run a small country's worth of simulations. And let's not sleep on the 5080. It's rumored to have 16 gigabytes of GDDR7 memory and over 10,752 CUDA cores. For the mid-tier card, that's still insane. We're talking about a GPU that would have been considered a top-of-the-line monster just a few years ago, and now it's just a middle child in the 50 series lineup. Let's pause and talk about neural rendering because this is where NVIDIA goes next level. Imagine AI upscaling on steroids. Your games will not only run smoother but look better than native resolution, with visual fidelity so sharp it'll feel like you're in a Pixar movie. NVIDIA's not just making GPUs anymore. They're creating entire experiences. Now, let's talk about the competition, or more accurately, the lack of competition. AMD's out here flexing about how their cards have more VRAM. More VRAM? Here's the problem. VRAM means absolutely nothing if the card can't actually perform. AMD is more concerned with looking good on paper than delivering the actual performance gamers need. They're out there stuffing their cards with a few more gigs of VRAM to make it look like they're ahead, but when it comes down to delivering the experience, they're falling short. Meanwhile, NVIDIA is light years ahead with DLSS, frame generation, and neural rendering, technologies that actually make gaming better, and not just on paper, but in reality. AMD is out here acting like adding a few more gigabytes of VRAM is a magic fix, but you can barely do anything with that extra VRAM. And Intel? Oh, Intel. Intel's GPUs are like that one kid who shows up to the basketball game with a soccer ball. Everyone's rooting for them because, hey, competition's good, but deep down, everyone knows that kid's going to get wrecked by the real players. Intel's Arc GPUs? Don't make me laugh. They're nowhere near NVIDIA's level, and it shows. Intel can't even spell neural rendering, let alone put it into a GPU. Now, let's talk about pricing, because here's where NVIDIA completely shreds the competition. You'd think with no competition, they'd just jack up the prices, right? They're actually keeping it reasonable for what they're offering. The 50 series is bringing some of the most cutting-edge technology available, and they're still keeping it accessible. That's the beauty of NVIDIA's approach. They're not just out to make a buck. They want to make high-end gaming accessible to everyone. And let's be real. If AMD or Intel had even a fraction of the innovation NVIDIA's bringing to the table, you know they'd be charging 10 times more. These guys are out here stuffing more VRAM into their cards, trying to make it look like they've got something going on. But that's all smoke and mirrors. NVIDIA is actually delivering not just more VRAM, but cutting-edge tech like DLSS, frame generation, and neural rendering that make gaming better, even on budget cards. These aren't just buzzwords. They're game changers. So while AMD and Intel try to act like their cards are the next big thing, all they've got is extra VRAM that doesn't do much of anything. Meanwhile, NVIDIA's out here delivering actual performance with groundbreaking tech that improves your experience in ways AMD and Intel can only dream of. And it's not just gaming, folks. NVIDIA's got the AI and content creation market on lock. Intel and AMD? Not even a contender. Whether it's AI workloads, machine learning, or content creation, NVIDIA has dominated the space. AMD and Intel are still stuck trying to catch up with old-school tech. The 50 series isn't just raising the bar, it's setting a new standard. These cards are going to obliterate the competition and redefine what's possible in gaming, content creation, and beyond. AMD and Intel? They're not even in the same league.